Hello, All in the Cards family. This is Keziah with All in the Cards, catching up on a case a day. This is my 30th case of this month of December, family. I got it in this month, family. Put my energy out there for the collective to see. I plan on putting some of these over on YouTube later on down the line. Not sure when, right? But I will do that sooner or later because some of these cases I feel like the public does need to see. It may help somebody, right? And some of them will stay here, right? And will never be seen anywhere else, right? So you will still have the exclusive. And plus, you've seen them way before anybody else, as well as you are here live to see every one of them, except for some that were recorded, like these. And we have our last one tonight at 6 o'clock. So that is why, hence, I'm trying to catch up this morning, okay? As well as do my personals, because I had to get personal readings out. Yesterday, I did not do anything. I didn't do any readings. I didn't do anything but my spiritual work. I did record you guys making the road opener. But other than that, I took all day yesterday of sitting with that new moon energy, doing my rituals, doing my self-care, doing my bath, I'm back today, ready, right? So this is case 30. Now, this case, family, is a little different from my other cases because I didn't get into a lot of the celebrities, but this was one that I truly wanted to bring to the forefront and shine some light on in reference of the things that we've known over the years since. In the 90s, I was definitely a hip hop fan, right? So I was a hip hop fan, not only with his brother music, which is one of my favorite rappers, but his music too, because he was a part of his brother's group, which was called True. And who I'm speaking of was Master P. And his brother, which I always thought he should have changed his name, but his brother, Corey Miller, and Master P is Percy Miller. Corey Miller name is C Murder. And he got himself into a pickle with the case of a murder situation. And this is him. Okay, that's C Murder. Okay. And what happened was it was in 2002 in a nightclub in Louisiana. Okay, he was convicted of murdering a 16-year-old Stephen Thomas. Okay, Stephen Thomas was shot in the chest, and C. Murder was found guilty in 2009. And was found guilty on accusations that leveled against him, and the rapper was sentenced to life in prison. Okay, now of course, everyone knows that, C Murder and Master P and all them were brought up in the Calio projects in Louisiana as well. But everybody knows that Louisiana their system, that's where Bootsy and a lot of the other rappers that get locked up down there, the system is not the best when it comes to rappers and convictions and so forth. But it says with this article that I'm reading, because he's tried to appeal many times, and every time it's being upheld with not letting him out. Even I think Kim Kardashian tried to help him, and to no prevail, right? And I think that was when, of course, he's always been connected to Monica, the singer. Okay, I think they dated and so forth. And so she tried to get Kim to help when Kim was going through her whole legal stuff, but it was still nothing came out of it. So the article that I'm finding here on many articles, right? Sun, the source, I mean, everywhere, it says for nearly 14 years, okay, New Orleans rapper C Murder has been trying to get his murder conviction overturned and has always insisted he was an innocent man. He did not commit the crimes he has been accused of committing, but according to the reports, the conviction was upheld, okay? It says a federal judge has upheld C. Murder's murder conviction despite recantations by two key witnesses who now claim their testimony implemented the rapper was false. So they had two people to come up that they said was witness of the case at the time of them doing this to him or indicting him, that have come back, family, now and said that they were lying or that what they said was false. So the November 13th ruling by the U.S. District Judge Sarah Vance denies a petition by C. Murder's attorney, which sought to overturn his 2009 conviction of murdering 16-year-old Stephen Thomas. Thomas was shot and killed at the Platinum Club in New Orleans on early morning, January 12th, 2002. So that lets me know January 12th, 12 is about Europa, which is about money and physical needs. So, yeah. All right, it says Vance ruling upholds a state court decision which found that two witnesses attempted to recant their testimonies were suspect and not reliable. But given their multiple prior indications that see murder as a shooter. So he definitely was is still in there, family. Okay. And this was the last appeal was, I think, back in this article is from November 29th, 2023. So that looks to be maybe when he tried again to appeal it. Okay. So in 2023, and I haven't seen anything else since then about him appealing anything else. Okay. Now, let me see if I could find the fella that they said he killed, so I can pull up a picture of him and do the case. Okay, so we're gonna look and see what truly happened that night in the club and who killed Stephen. Okay, I got a picture of him. Who killed Stephen Thomas? Who truly killed Stephen Thomas if C. Murder is saying he is innocent? Okay, so let's get to it. Let's see what the ancestors and what Stephen Thomas can tell us. All right, in spirit. All right, ancestors. Ancestors said, I keep hearing, and when I asked him in my mind's eye, who killed you? It was he didn't do it. He didn't do it. I keep hearing this over and over, and I keep seeing the flash of the clubs. It's like it's like a dance floor, and it was like multiple people on the dance floor, but it was like it looked like a friend in front of C. Murder, like a friend, like somebody he might have known because they were like close. That may be the shooter. That's just what flashed. Everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only, non-factual, but that's just what the ancestors just flashed. I get my flashes when I'm in my mind's eye and meditating over it quickly, family. It's like a flash of a movie. That's what I seen. And then I kept hearing when I asked him the question, Stephen Thomas, did C. Murder you? Did C. Murder kill you? He said, no, he didn't do it. No, he didn't do it. Let's see in the cards what we can get. And I have his picture up. Ancestors, show me in the cards. Stephen, come through and tell your story of what truly happened to you in that club that night. What truly happened to you, Stephen Thomas? What truly happened to you in that club that night? Did C. Murder have anything to do with your death in the club that night? Did C. Murder have anything to do? Drown. Okay. Now, drown. was on the bottom of the deck. With that, lets me know this was an emotional situation because it was in a club, so nobody drowned. But the drown is still connected to water, which is about your emotion. So this was an emotional situation that someone was doing. So somebody with emotions was connected to this act, and the first card that came out was assassination. Um, the card underneath assassination is triggered. Okay. The second card I have is spring. And after that was the body. Okay. Which we know that this situation happened in 2002. And they even have surveillance video at the nightclub of the situation. This happened January 12th. But something about the situation goes back to the spring. I have the molest here, which means somebody took something involuntarily from someone in the spring, which I think that's when he actually was arrested in the spring of 2009, well after the situation, right? So, no, he was convicted. He was convicted in okay, it says here he was convicted in 2003, but he didn't get, he was subsequently put on house arrest where in 2009 he then was taken to jail. Um, okay, so listen to this. Now, you see that the card assassination came out on this body, and that's his body. But then the last card I have is abuse. Okay. Ancestors make no mistake. Ancestors make no mistake. This article on the Cinemaholic says, little did Stephen know that at the time this would be his last day alive. January 12, 2022, 16-year-old dressed up a bit like an idol and watched him perform. The details of what followed was a bit murky, but Steve somehow ended up close to see murder. Then the rapper's entourage of at least 15 people jumped on the teenager to get him away, resulting in a harboring fight. So this was some type of situation with multiple people. That's probably why the ancestors said abuse to the body. Okay, because this is how it came out in the spread. Okay. There was some type of situation that went on, okay, and why somebody was triggered. And when I got the assassination, that makes me feel like somebody was told to, that's not somebody actually doing it. That's somebody being told to do something, or sending somebody to do something, or hiring someone to do something. Okay. So we got to clarify that. But the rest of the article states that eventually a gunshot rang out, and Stephen was found bleeding on the floor, having been shot through the heart. It was reported that C. Murder himself was involved in the fight and had shouted, "Do you know who the F I am?" just as the bullet was fired. Now, it was a fight with 15 people, and they called him out of everybody. Sorry, I just ate, so you'll hear my stomach. But they called him out of every one of the 15 people. So for causing a disturbance in the, he was charged first with causing a disturbance at another club on January 19, 2002 for causing Steve Thomas' death. So first they got him in reference of causing the turmoil, and then they went further, right? But then they said witnesses came forward to reveal that the rapper was the one who pulled the trigger. Okay, the incident wasn't the first time C. Murder was accused of drawing out his weapon in anger. Apparently, in 2001, he had tried to shoot a club owner in Baton Rouge who had denied him admission in the establishment with his firearm in tow. And on February 28, 2002, C. Murder was indicted on the murder charges. Okay, so clarify the spread. Stephen did this. Was this something in reference of C murder? In reference of what happened to you? Please show what happened to you in reference of that club fight. Friend, didn't I just say it? Didn't I say it? See, this assassination was in good faith. So when somebody is called in or is ordered to do something, they have faith in the situation of, or trying to show good faith. That's how I put the faith to assassination, because it's all bad, right? But somebody had faith that when they were going in or they were doing something, that it was for someone or for a reason, for a purpose. That's why this is called assassination. Just like they assassinate, people in real life, presidents and all kinds of stuff, allegedly, right? All for non-purposes. Entertainment purposes. This is all non-factual. But this is what the ancestors is showing me. So somebody did it in good faith in reference of maybe even protecting him, right? Maybe even trying to show him that their loyalty, right? Because faith is just that, is a commitment, right? To what you don't know, right? Then in the spring, I have history. So there's some type of history, which is what I just read to you of why they came and messed with him or came and got him in the spring. This also could be that there was a history of them knowing this person or somebody in his crew knowing something about this guy. And that could be where the history is coming from in that spring. Now I have the body and the bloodline. So this lets me know that somebody within the bloodline may be connected to what happened to this boy in his bloodline, as well as in or in C Murder's bloodline in reference to what happened to him. But I have bloodline. Bloodline is somebody that is related by DNA, lineage, okay, that's connected to this body. The body would be Stephen, okay? So I have bloodline and body here, or somebody in the bloodline causing bodily harm. Triggered and harmed. Somebody was triggered within that situation, in that fight. Somebody was triggered to do harm, okay? And they were trigger happy too, okay? It could have been on some type of situation that was communicated. You know what I'm saying? I got digital and I got molest, but I feel like the digital there in 2002, I don't think it was like iPhones and stuff like that. We didn't have that back in that early. It was chirp phones. Okay. So this could have been on like a cell phone, one of the big cell phones. We did have those, or even a pager. That could have been why this situation started. Maybe somebody felt that somebody was trying to take something from them that was digital. And that could go back, like I said, to something that may have been, an argument amongst somebody being triggered to harm someone because of some type of phone or some type of device, right? Could have even been, could have been something over the radio. Because back then we did have radios, and radios were very prominent back then, okay? Although my radio card is the analog, but I'm just trying to think of something that would be digital that somebody would take from someone, or he may have felt that somebody was taken from him, because this is about Stephen Thomas and who actually did the crime. Now, on the abuse, I have rituals. So this lets me know that there was some abuse and some abusive behavior and some toxic behavior that was something that was common, that was done over and over and over. So this goes back to the fighting, right? How they said and how they put it in the article. He had been in fights and pulling the gun out before and all kinds of stuff like that. But and there was some type of verbal abuse. It could have been verbal abuse that was happening over and over and over again, or some type of physical abuse. But there was some form of abuse that was happening over and over again, or somebody was doing that. And I feel like he's saying that was, maybe not just C Murder, but his crew as well. You know what I'm saying? But it was like a go for bad thing, unfortunately. And that could also be why they pinpointed him out of the batch, right? Because, you know, when you're looked at as the leader over this type of energy, then you get caught up, right? When in actuality, I have friend. Okay. So I'm going to clarify that. Control underneath. And I'm going to clarify the friend too. Clarity on the bloodline in the body, Stephen. Just tell me about this bloodline in the body. Why are you telling me that? What is with the bloodline in the body, Stephen Thomas? What happened to you in the club? The bloodline in the body. Kidnapped. Hustler. So there could have been somebody that was with him that he had a history with knowing, okay, that was the hustler, because I know C Murder was doing music, okay. Not sure if he was selling or anything like that, but he could be looked at as the hustler. But there was something that was, once again, I keep getting something was taken, okay, with the kidnap and the bloodline in the body. Okay, something being taken involuntarily in reference of this bloodline in the body. Interesting. Give me clarity on the friend. Why is the friend here, Stephen Thomas? Who did this to you and what happened in reference of the night of the club event or the situation? Friend. Contracts. Okay, contracts. This is about a deadly contract, a blood contract. You sign your life away, and an oath. So, family, this is showing me that somebody, like I said, a friend, could have even been somebody close to his bloodline, or even even in the boy's bloodline, or even in C Murder's bloodline. But I doubt it. It looks like this was something that was connected to someone taking an oath and a contract hit. That's what this looked like. This don't look like somebody just got angry and pulled out their gun and shot. That's not what this looked like. Okay, this looks like, because I got the deadly contracts, I got the oath, and I got the friend doing it. See, Murder wasn't a friend to this 16-year-old. Okay, and I see the assassination is here with faith. See, because faith also is about a commitment, or about having faith in doing this situation and getting away with it because of this. See, because of that contract. See? So to me, I'm not getting him, although I had the hustler card come out. Clarity on the contracts and the friend. Clarity on the contracts and the friend, Stephen. Clarity on the contracts and the friend. Clarity on the contracts and the friend. Education, educating themselves on something. There's the medicine. Clarity on the education. Somebody he might have went to school with is what I'm seeing here. May have been the same, around the same age, because education is coming out on that contract. Now that contract could be something about the commitment. You can make a verbal contract. You do this and I'm gonna give you this, right? You do this, you take care of this, and by good faith, and I'm gonna do this for you. Ooh. Aunt or uncle keep coming out. Fell out. There's some cards that fell on the floor, family. Okay, that's what I'm gonna take. Then I got the oath that's still here. Okay, I'm gonna take what flew out on the floor. These four flew out on the floor, and then I'm gonna move into the other cards. Okay. Okay, so what we have here is winter. Okay, so we know this did happen in the winter. Okay, remember the aunt and uncle, something about a family member. That's why bloodline came up. This might have been about a situation that happened before the club situation, because the bloodline in the body came out, family. Now I got aunt and uncle. Now I got aunt and uncle that came out. That's the bloodline of this boy. Okay, is what he's saying. And we have the friend the friend and the aunt and the uncle is the same energy. Now, this is about somebody being kidnapped or something like that as well. Okay. I have a change. Something changed in the winter. I need to look at the numerology of these people. Here's the brother and the sister. So we got a lot of family. Okay. 15 people in an entourage. Was that some people that was connected to him or the people that was doing the jumping? But here's all these people coming out, family. Look, a brother, a sister, an aunt, and an uncle. I feel like the uncle and the brother is here in this spread. Men, because it was men in this fight, right? And a friend connected to that. It's unknown in reference of the betrayal. There was betrayal. And then there was some things that were covered up. But this was something that came from some type of unconditional love, crime of passion, and it was aggressive. Stalker, payback. This is what all happened in the winter connected to this case. It flew out on the floor. All those cards. Sound like some type of family situation went wrong and it wound up playing out at this club, family. That's what it looked like to me. That's what it looked like. Now I'm gonna ask the other cards to get more specific, but you've seen the cards that came out of the truth and words. Sorry, family. People be walking close to my door, so that's why y'all hear that. All right. Okay, let me pull some cards from the truth, from the whispers of the unsolved. Okay. What truly happened to you, Stephen Thomas? What truly happened to you? Republican flew out. Weapon, good and correct, sticking out. You see that? Look at it, just fell out. So when I got the Republican, that makes me feel of this is how it looked, family. And I asked what truly happened to you. That goes back to this. For some reason, this is sticking out. Like as if this was a paid situation. Like this situation was paid for. Stephen Thomas. Confirmed. As soon as I said it, ancestor flipped this over. Confirmed up. Yeah, look. Backstabbers in the weapon. Yeah. Stephen Thomas. Did C Murder do this to you? Did C Murder unalive you? Did C Murder unalive you? Stephen Thomas. Did C Murder unalive you? This was something about a military operation, burial, and then I have the neighborhood. This was something about some type of neighborhood situation or some type of family situation that went back to some family members or whatever is what I'm showing. Bloodline situation. Yeah. And see, when I said that, ancestors gave me lies in reverse. Change of plans. Stephen Thomas. What happened to you? Stephen Thomas. What happened? Greed. Flew out. And they got it wrong. The wrong way. No. What happened to you? What is it that happened to you? School in reverse. Somebody, I feel like that was, like I said, got that education card earlier. But I feel like this was somebody that may have gotten out of school, may have not been in school any longer with him or something of that sort. My whole TV just went off. So this lets me know that what I'm saying is pretty much coming up to be a very, very on point. I'm trying to get back to the sounds, family, because my whole TV just went out, and y'all know when that happens, that's spirit, right? So he's letting me know that this information is definitely on point. Okay, so I'm happy to see that or hear that, but I feel like it was somebody connected to the school situation. He was 16. Maybe somebody he did go to school with, or maybe it started out in school with this whole situation. But corrupted media source. So what's being shown in the news is definitely not right. This was some type of situation that was a routine. They had already had, to get rid of him. And they're alive and aware and know. People know exactly what happened. Crossroads came out. And here is the breakup and separation. This was about somebody relationship. Remember, we got the crime of passion. So once again, the crossroads and the crime of passion is something that is tied to some type of relationship situation. Separation, breakup, divorce, some type of money, love situation is here. Air travel, AI. Did C murder unalive you, Stephen? False. He didn't. He just gave it to me. And I got hidden network and I got top secret. He's revealing the secret that is false. He didn't do it. And then I got private property in reverse. So the top secret revealed is that no, he didn't do it. This was on the bottom of the deck. And there is some type of hidden situation behind this. I feel like it's the higher ups, judges and lawyers and all kinds of stuff that have paid in reference of this situation to be this way, because the hand is in the cookie jar of someone. It's hidden of what's going on with him, and why. And this is a whole operation behind it. Yeah, look at the false and the cult behind the false and the secret. See, the secret. Yeah, the secret. You see that? The secret is the law enforcement. What else can you tell us about what happened? Yeah, water. This was an emotional situation. This was a distraction and corruption around this case. Okay? Distraction and corruption. This was something somebody sent in to happen, family. This was sent in to happen. This wasn't anything to do with C murder. This was about somebody's bloodline being the one that did. This was like a contract situation to be set up to look this way. This was all corruption and a distraction. This was something in reference of burying someone. Is the way I'm looking at it. What else can you tell us about what happened to you, Stephen Thompson? Yeah, drugs, timeline issues, and this was the final ending. And there's the contractual situation again. Outcome message in reference of your case. So no, C murder did not do it. That's false. This was set up for him to look that way. This was something else. All right. You have to think outside the box, family, when we get that corruption in any of my decks. Okay. Outcome message in reference of your case, Steve Thomas. Outcome message in reference of C murder. Outcome message in reference of your case in the C murder situation, Steve Thomas. The hangman, he was sacrificed. You see? He was sacrificed. He was the sacrifice. The hangman. And I got the page of wands on the page of bones. Yeah, wands. And then I got the ace of pentacles sticking out behind it. So this lets me know this was about some type of business, money situation. But he was the hangman. You know what I'm saying? And 12 is once again the day that it happened, on the 12th. And the hangman is 12 in the tarot, as well as 12 is Europa energy, which is about physical needs and money. That is connected to some type of contractual situation. Clarity on the hangman in reference of it being C murder in your case, Steve Thomas. The hangman in reference of that being C murder in your case. Can you give me one card clarity? Thank you. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. And that was an opportunity to take him down, was that situation that happened into, there go the Chariot. So there's the people that actually did it, and there's the money hanging out of what they were paid to do. See, somebody came in a car to do this together. See, and he was the fall person. You see that? He was the fall person, or he took the brunt of this situation. Somebody made this happen, family. Will he ever get out? Will C Murder ever get out in reference of your case? Will C Murder ever get out in reference of your case? The Hermit. He's gained so much wisdom, read so many different books in there. He has the Eight of Wands. He may get out, family, soon. The Eight of Wands is my card in reference of something moving fast. It is a communication card, but it comes with that Hermit card. And whether he's going to get out, I just feel like he's trying his best to get out. I feel like with this card is basically a card in reference of, with the Hermit is like somebody still trying to hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that this person is not supposed to be in there, but you sacrifice him anyway. I'm just looking for, more details in reference. It's like we don't know the decision right now, but also the Hermit could be a yes. I have 8 weeks, okay? So, or within the next 8 weeks, 8 days to 8 weeks. The Hermit is, I was trying to see what's the number on the Hermit. What's the number? I can't remember what's the number on the Hermit card. Let me see if I can find it like this, and I can tell you. Oh, the Hermit is 9. He may get out next year. He may just get out next year, family, because that is the year of justice and completion. Thank you, ancestors. He's been the hangman for too long, and there may be new action. That's why he's saying this with the Ace of Wands and the Hermit and the Hangman. See, he was the sacrifice. See, they put this on this man, and now there's going to be something that comes out big, new communication within I feel like in the next month, within the next month, family. 8 weeks. I got 8 days to 8 weeks to a month. Okay, that something is about to shake for him. And the Hermit energy is definitely about self-reflection. Of course, we know it's the wise one, it's the wisdom, but it's all the things that he's been through the darkness is coming to the light. I feel like he's entering a period where he's going to have justice prevail. And there's going to be a lot of things that come out that's going to show everybody what's happened and what went down. I feel like this is something that's going to, the Hermit card is also about solitude. So, he may be up for a new appeal. You know what I'm saying? But it's a new introspection of what's coming for him. Let's see. The 9 of, here it is. So here is the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. And here is the 6 of Cups from his past. So I do feel within the next 6 to 9 months, ancestors giving me now, and the Star card, and he is the Star. I'm calling it here. They're going to release him within the next 6 to 9 months. Here's the cards. 6 to 9 months, family. See, murder may be released. Because he's done something by educating himself, or the light is now on, and there's some type of change in reference of him holding on and his world being turned around. Or we can hear about him getting his wings. Now, that could mean also being sacrificed. Hopefully not. But these two are about a wish fulfillment. from your past. Okay. So I do feel that there's going to be some changes happening soon in his case. Maybe that's why the ancestors wanted me to do his case, because of him being restricted in that Saturn energy coming up. Because 9 and 6 is 15, and that's Saturn. That's about limitations and restrictions and things that they've done to you. But your wishes is turning around because your cups are up. And this is wish fulfillment about something that happened in reference of the past childhood, and this is also the child coming out letting me know. So yeah, and I feel like that false that he gave us in reference of saying that it was false that boy did this, is what he was trying to say. But see, he is the star, and I feel like the emperor being behind the star is going to allow him to come out. Okay. So it's soon. Within the next 6 to 9 months is what I'm seeing here, but it could be anytime soon. See, he will get off on this case, family. That's what I'm seeing, and yeah, because I mean, it's definitely showing that he didn't do what they said, family. Although he was normally, kind of mean and doing whatever, being in the streets, but those was the street cats in the 90s. But he didn't do this. All right. Allegedly all for entertainment purposes only, non-factual. We don't know. I'm just speaking what the ancestors is showing. Charge it to the ancestors and the Most High. All right. Peace, and it's all in these cards. I see you guys soon. Peace.